So what industry challenges are my clients facing today? So there is a mix depending on the size of firm that we are talking to at the moment. If you're talking to firms that are within the top 10 or top 100, typically with hundreds of staff, then the challenges that they're facing mainly are effectively system fatigue. So they may have many systems that they've had for many years that maybe now do not talk to each other enough, and therefore inefficiencies are throughout the business at all levels within that firm. And so therefore the reporting and the visibility that firm can get from their performance across different service lines, different departments, different geographies is massively impacted, and it's taking up a lot of time, sometimes days, weeks, to get simple reports out of their business. And so the challenge there is that they then can't act quick enough to then make any changes that can have significant impact on the growth of the business, or making themselves attractive to potential firms that are looking to acquire. So those are the main ones that we're seeing at the moment. So it's around app fatigue, legacy softwares not adapting to the cloud or not adapting to AI at a pace in which that they need to stay ahead of the curve and to attract good talent. Talent is naturally always one of the things that's tough to find in the industry. So I think those challenges have a direct correlation sometimes to those things. So they're a couple of the main ones, I would say. So what conversations have I been having with the attendees today? A lot of ones are around alliances that are here at the conference today. So where they have many member firms throughout the globe, and they are looking for a way to unify each individual business, where at the moment, similar to what I said a moment ago, they are using maybe different systems in different businesses, which again don't talk to each other. So how can they have a single way to, or maybe a more streamlined way of everybody working off the same rule book, if you like. So the alliances here have been really keen to see how they could use software to bring their businesses and all the different member states together. And then the other firms that we're speaking to directly, similar again to the other point I was making around, they have systems that are in play right now, but they're looking forward for the next 5-10 years and now making decisions as to how they adopt AI, how do they implement it effectively, what is their AI strategy, what is their policy. And without those things, AI becomes uncontrolled, and everyone doesn't really know what direction they're heading in, so you don't end up using it very well. So there's all these factors that go into it. But the key thing that I think we've been trying to educate the market on around AI is that without the core data in your systems being accessible to AI, the AI has no framework to run off of. So if you have data in multiple different places, the AI doesn't really know where to go. You need to have structured, clear data in your systems that is accessible via an MCP or via another tool that has AI to get those insights out of that tool. The trends, I would say, out of the top 100, maybe top 250, everybody is in a very much, apart from the firms that have already adopted systems like Karbon or other practice management solutions for them, very much so they are on legacy platforms and desperately trying to get to a new way of working, because there's a lot of legacy platforms that have been promising, improvements and the developments, but maybe have been a bit slow to react. But then there's others that are sunsetting their life, so they're not going to be around in the next 5 years, and so these firms need to move to something new. So I think the trend is around, how does a firm that has historically used legacy software with various different connectors, i.e., emails in one system, spreadsheets for managing work, accounts production for that type of work, and then they need to find a way to do all of that. And some firms are going down the all-in-one route, and can we find one system that does everything? I think it's probably unrealistic, but how does that future-proof you if that system does not do what you want in 5 years? You have to change the whole thing. So the trend we're seeing is that there's then two other approaches. One is the hybrid model, where you try your best to get 3 or 4, or let's say under 10, depending on how many staff you have. Obviously, the more staff you have, the more systems you're going to need in theory. But let's say you can have a hybrid model where 10 core systems run your business. That is an ideal state. It's challenging to find that, but the key is to have those softwares have open APIs so that you can look to connect those at the right time, depending on what the workflows need to be, information exchange, so on and so forth. And then the third option that they have there is around best of breed approach. Now, if you're a small firm, i.e. if you're under 50 staff, you can use the best of breed software because it's You've got less staff to train. Typically, to implement those softwares, it's not as onerous on a business. If you've got 500 to 1,000 staff, or even to 100 staff plus, to be honest, and you try and do best of breed, you could end up with 50 different softwares, 50 different implementations, 50 adoption journeys and change management processes you need to go through as a business. And so that one is cost impactful, time impactful. So I think the hybrid model is a safe spot and one that can future-proof you for anything the industry throws at you, basically.